those residents, they're saying that this is unfortunately normal for them. And many of these buildings you see there, they're encroachments. They're built literally on the Yamuna. And yet authorities do nothing to address these encroachments, and which is why you see these people suffering every year round. I want to bring in Piyush Mishra. He's joining us live from the banks of the Yamuna, which I'm sure is underwater right now. But Piyush, what's the water level at the Yamuna right now? What's the government saying? Are we going to be seeing inundation through central Delhi, through parts of old Delhi come tonight?
Well, Akshardham, the government is saying that it is putting all its efforts to ensure that such things do not happen, and the situation like 2023 does not arise once again, and for that all steps are being taken. Right now I'm present at Yamuna Khadar, which is right next to Akshardham, and this entire area, the entire stretch is submerged in water. I would ask my video journalist to show you the visuals as to how these are the temporary shelters where people used to live. Now they have vacated their houses, they have now gone on the roads. There are some tents erected for them, and you can see the pictures of these houses, the temporary houses which they have built here in Yamuna Khadar, and these houses are completely submerged in water. Wherever you will see, you will only find water. The trees are submerged. We can also hear voices of cattle who are stuck inside this water. This entire area is completely inundated in water, and on my right hand side also you can see as to how there are cattle who are struggling to get out of this water, which has now crossed the level of danger level of Yamuna river. And on my left hand side also we can try to show you a 360-degree view of this entire area. You can see everywhere you will only and only find water. So this shows as to how day by day the situation is turning grim, and this is the place from where I am reporting is an under construction flyover, and we have managed to reach here by using some other vehicle, because the four-wheelers were not coming here. But you can see as to this entire stretch which connects Akshardham and Mayur Vihar, and this under construction flyover in very soon will be connecting Barapula. This
So
from
Piyush,
this
these areas that you're showing us, where there's water right now, were these roads previously?
Well, Akshita, these were the temporary houses where people used to live. Now they have vacated their houses, and this is the area of Yamuna Khadar, which means the Yamuna river is not very far from here, but because the water is flowing above the danger level, the water has come in all these residential areas where people used to live. So we are showing you the pictures of these houses also who are now completely submerged. People have vacated all these houses, and they are also struggling. They're on the streets, on the main roads, main highways. They are now living in erected tents. The temporary tents have been erected by the government. But this shows as to how the condition is turning bad day by day. Last in 2023, when I had reported from the same area, I had seen as to how the water had come to this level. The trees were completely submerged, but still there is some sort of relief for people that this entire area is not completely submerged. But yes,
I hope, Piyush, I hope that doesn't happen in the coming days. You were there, I remember, in 2023 reporting from the ground, and we saw how quickly the situation changed. We saw how in a matter of hours, when we thought the situation was under control, suddenly all around us there was water, literally like we were living in an island. And I get that sense from your report right now as well when I see water all around. I'm just hoping that those water levels don't go up further, because that will mean supremely bad news for Delhiites. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that there's no more rainfall. But even if that's not the case, water being released will still pose a big problem, because this is not rainwater that's accumulating. It's the Yamuna literally flowing into Delhi, because it's the same old issue of encroachments that hasn't been addressed. There's no place for the Yamuna to flow. It flows into the city.